So, when I uploaded my breakdown video of The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay reveal, someone commented this. Right when we move on from the party to the gameplay, we can see that Ellie in fact wears Dina's bracelet. So does this mean Dina is dead? Hey everyone, my name is TheiPadCat, and in today's video we're gonna discuss the possibility of Dina being dead, or dying in The Last of Us Part 2. Isn't it funny how there seems to be discussions after every reveal of The Last of Us Part 2 about whether or not someone is alive? With the PSX 2016 reveal trailer, there was the Joel is dead theory, which I recently made a video about that you can watch here. With the PGW trailer, people theorized about the mystery woman being Ellie's mom, alive and well, and now, with the E3 gameplay reveal, there is talk about Dina being dead. So what evidence do we actually have for this? Well, first off there's the bracelet Ellie's wearing, which, by the way, is yet another proof that the gameplay takes place after the party. Why is this important? Well, Ellie is known to have kept artifacts of people she cared about before. For example, if we open her backpack when we first take control of her in The Last of Us Part 1, we can find both Riley's Firefly pendant and the bloodied letter from her mom, both on which she comments on.
I miss you.
Thus, there is a good chance Ellie keeps Dina's bracelet as something to remember her by. But that doesn't really mean she's dead, does it? I mean, how many parents and husbands have pictures of their children and partners at their place of work? That doesn't automatically mean they're dead, does it? I mean, think about it. There's probably a pretty significant shortage of working cameras in the world of The Last of Us, so maybe Ellie just keeps the bracelets to remind her of home and Dina while experiencing tough events out in the wasteland. On the other hand, the bracelet could also be of great personal value to Dina, so why would she just hand it away? Okay, enough about the bracelet. As I talked about in my breakdown video, along with the gameplay reveal, Neil Druckmann published a blog post giving us a few more clues as to what the story of The Last of Us Part 2 is about. In The Last of Us Part 2, Ellie is now 19 and has found a semblance of peace and normality living in Jackson. She's had the chance to be a teenager and forge lasting relationships. When that peace is disrupted by a violent act, Ellie is thrust into a brutal journey of retribution, fueled by a need to bring those that have wronged her to justice, pushing her to her very limits. Forge lasting relationships? With Dina? And a violent act followed by a brutal journey of retribution? Isn't this all but in exact words confirming that Dina does die? And that's not all. We know that the theme of the game is hate. And in the very first trailer we saw that Ellie had went out into the woods and killed a bunch of people, saying that she's gonna kill them all.
I'm gonna find. And I'm gonna kill every last one of them.
And now we get another trailer or demo of her doing the exact same thing. We're not dumb. We can put two and two together. Or are we? Well, everything seems to point toward Dina being dead, and I got to say, out of all the alive or dead theories we've had so far, this one is definitely the most convincing one. But still, I can't stress this enough. I've said it in multiple videos before, for example with my Joel is not dead video. Naughty Dog never does anything obvious in their marketing. I know I'm beginning to sound like a broken record when I say this in almost every video, but it's true. Naughty Dog have admitted to straight up lying to journalists about their games prior to release and misleading their fans in their advertising. One example is how they reordered the scenes in one of the trailers for Part 1 from when Ellie saves Joel by shooting the hunter that was trying to drown him in the Pittsburgh Grand Hotel, so that it seemed Like instead, Ellie was pointing the gun at Joel.
Everything that I've done.
So is Dina dead? I mean, some of the evidence is pretty obscure, like the bracelet, so I guess that could qualify as not obvious, since even I missed it in my breakdown video. But everything else, man, I don't trust anything Naughty Dog puts out that seems obvious. I mean, in the end, I think it seems plausible. Definitely more so than Joel dying or Ellie's mom, Anna, being alive. But that's just what I think. What do you think? Do you agree with my points? Disagree? Do you think Dina is dead? Tell me in the comments down below and let's discuss it. And until next time, have a great day.